Welcome to the video, where we dive into the fiery story of the most iconic Pokémon card of all time. From schoolyard trades in 1999 to six-figure auction sales today, the Base Set Charizard has become the holy grail of Pokémon cards. It's a card that ignited Pokemania decades ago and still sets collectors' hearts ablaze. Today, we'll explore its history, the different versions and reprints, price trends, and the cultural impact behind the Charizard card that everyone knows and loves. Back in January 1999, the Pokémon Base Set hit the United States, introducing 102 cards that launched a collecting craze. At the center of this frenzy was Charizard, card number 4/102, illustrated by Mitsuhiro Arita. Charizard wasn't just another card. It boasted a whopping 120 HP and a 100 damage fire spin attack, making it a powerhouse in-game and a coveted trophy on the playground. Kids traded feverishly at school for this rare shiny holofoil, and many schools even banned Pokémon cards to keep kids focused. Charizard was the card to have. Its popularity stemmed from a perfect storm: stunning artwork, the character's starring role in the video game and TV show, and sheer playground legend. In fact, Charizard quickly became the most sought-after card in the entire Pokémon TCG due to its fan-favorite status and big damage output. Everyone from grade schoolers to avid collectors chased it, and that early demand laid the groundwork for its legendary status. Even in those early days, Charizard's value soared beyond other cards. In late 1999, some base set Charizards were reportedly selling for up to $150 to $250 apiece in secondary markets, an astronomical sum for a trading card at the time. Why Charizard? Partly nostalgia and narrative. Fans remembered Ash's Charizard from the cartoon as powerful yet temperamental, cementing Charizard's cool factor. Plus, the card was relatively rare to pull from a booster pack. Roughly 1 in 3 packs had any holo, and with 16 holos in the set, Charizard was a rare hit. Fast forward to today. That 1999 Charizard isn't just a children's memory, it's a piece of pop culture history. Collectors still revere it, and pristine copies fetch record prices at auctions. In the sections ahead, we'll break down the key versions of this card, its many reprints, and why its legacy endures. Not all base set Charizard cards are created equal. There were 3 major versions in English, and understanding their differences is crucial for collectors. First edition is the rarest and most valuable version. These were the very first print run of base set cards, marked by a first edition stamp. Importantly, all first edition cards are shadowless, meaning there's no drop shadow behind the Charizard's portrait window. This first wave was relatively small and sold out before Pokémania went into full swing, making these cards exceptionally scarce today. A first edition Charizard in top condition is the ultimate prize. Collectors often pay several times more for it than for later versions. Soon after the first edition run, Wizards of the Coast printed a second wave without the first edition stamp. These are referred to simply as shadowless cards. They still lack the drop shadow on the art box and have slightly lighter color tones and a thinner font for the HP text. In essence, a shadowless Charizard looks almost the same as a first ed minus the stamp. They're more common than first ed, but still much rarer than the later unlimited cards. Remember, all first editions are shadowless, but not all shadowless are first edition. To meet insane demand, a third print run was done with no first stamp and with the addition of a drop shadow behind the artwork frame. These unlimited base set Charizards are by far the most common. You can spot them by the shadow behind Charizard's portrait and the absence of any edition logo. The text style also changed. For example, the HP number is in a bold font on unlimited prints. Unlimited Charizards were printed in huge quantities across multiple print runs through 1999 and 2000. As a result, they are the most affordable. A near-mint unlimited Charizard might be a few $100s, and played condition ones can be much less. Still, finding a truly mint unlimited Charizard is tough due to age, and those can command high prices in PSA 10 slabs, often in thousands of dollars. It's worth noting there was even a final 4th print run in the UK in 2000. Unlimited cards with 1999 to 2000 in the copyright, which are relatively scarcer variants of unlimited. In summary, first edition Charizard is the crown jewel, Shadowless Charizard offers nearly the same card minus the stamp, and Unlimited Charizard is the widely available classic that millions remember pulling from packs. All feature the same artwork and moves, but their tiny print-run details make a world of difference in rarity and value. The base set Charizard's iconic status has led to numerous reprints and tribute cards over the years. Pokémon has often paid homage to this legendary card. Here are some key reprints and variants to know. Wizards of the Coast re-released Charizard in Base Set 2, a compilation set in early 2000. This Charizard has the same artwork and moves as the original, but with a Base Set 2 Pokeball logo on the card. There was no first edition for Base Set 2, so all are unlimited. While popular at the time, Base Set 2 Charizard is generally less valuable than the 1999 prints. The set was less beloved by collectors. Still, it's an official WOTC reprint of the classic Charizard. Another early reprint came in the Legendary Collection, which again reissued Base Set Charizard. Notably, Legendary Collection introduced a flashy reverse holo pattern, a fireworks-like foil that, when applied to Charizard, created a stunning variant highly prized by some collectors. The regular holo Charizard in LC uses the Arita art and is basically the base set card with a new set symbol, no first ed version either. These 2002 reprints kept Charizard in circulation as the Pokémon boom waned. Fast forward to the Diamond and Pearl era. The Stormfront expansion included a special secret rare Charizard that redrew the base set Charizard artwork. This card, illustrated again by Mitsuhiro Arita, features Charizard in a pose nearly identical to the 1999 card, but with updated game mechanics. It even has the original flavor text. This was a nostalgic nod to the classic, appealing to older fans. In the 20th anniversary set XY Evolutions, Pokémon Company essentially paid tribute to base set across the board. Charizard in Evolutions uses Arita's original artwork with a modern holofoil treatment. Opening an Evolutions pack in 2016 and pulling Charizard felt like 1999 all over again. To celebrate Pokemon's 25th anniversary, the Celebrations mini set reprinted fan-favorite cards from history. Of course, Base Set Charizard was included. This 2021 reprint is essentially a carbon copy of the 1999 Charizard, but with a confetti holo pattern and a 25th anniversary logo stamped in the corner of the artwork. It lacks the original Wizards of the Coast branding on the bottom, since it's printed by Pokémon Company now, but otherwise looks and feels like the classic. Although not rare by vintage standards, the Celebrations Charizard is popular, and graded copies do command respectable prices. There have been other fun spins on Base Set Charizard. In Japan, an oversized jumbo of the Base Set Charizard was released in CoroCoro magazine in 2000. In 2021, a metal Charizard card, made of actual metal, was included in a special ultra-premium collection, replicating the Base Set Charizard design in gold-colored metal, a premium collectible for the 25th anniversary. Most recently, in the Scarlet and Violet series, this card was reprinted in holofoil with its original base set artwork for the Charizard and Ho-Oh X deck of the Pokémon trading card game Classic. This reprint lacks a regulation mark and is thus not legal for tournament play. After 25+ years, this card's appeal is timeless. Through all these reprints, one thing remains constant. The base set Charizard artwork by Mitsuhiro Arita is legendary. Collectors often try to catch 'em all when it comes to Charizard reprints, chasing every variant of that iconic pose. If you made it this far, please consider giving the video a like and subscribe to never miss an upload. Your support helps me create more videos for you. With great value comes great counterfeiters. Base Set Charizard has been faked for decades, from crude photocopies sold on playgrounds to more sophisticated replicas. Being able to identify a fake Charizard is crucial for collectors. Here's a checklist to help you spot a fake Charizard. Authentic Charizards are printed with high-quality detail and vibrant colors. If the card's imagery or text looks blurry, pixelated, or washed out, that's a red flag. Base Set Charizard's holo foil in the background of the art should have a rainbow sheen when tilted in the light. Fake holos often look flat or only silver without the multicolor sparkle. Genuine Pokémon cards are printed on layered stock that isn't easily see-through. If you hold a Charizard up to a bright light, you should not clearly see light passing through or the images on the other side. Check the border width around the card. Authentic cards have fairly even borders, Not perfectly centered always, but uniformly straight edges. A lot of fakes have noticeably off-center artwork or uneven margins. Real Pokemon cards have smooth, rounded corners. Some counterfeits have more pointy or rough-cut corners. Look closely at the text. The font on genuine Charizards is consistent and fine. Things to watch for: spelling errors, weird fonts, or misaligned text. For example, if HP 120 or Fire Spin text looks off in spacing or style, that's a warning sign. The energy symbols in the attack cost should be the correct ones, fire icons and not blurry. Also check the copyright line at the bottom. If you're evaluating a supposed first edition Charizard, scrutinize that Edition 1 stamp. Authentic stamps are black, crisp, and have a certain font with a spur on the 1. Also, no English Charizard should have a first ed stamp and a shadow. The safest route when dealing with high-value Charizards is to buy graded copies from reputable sellers. A loop or magnifying glass can help check print dot patterns. Real cards have consistent offset printing dots under magnification, whereas fakes may show uniform laser print patterns. And if a deal seems too good to be true, it almost certainly is. Fortunately, with a bit of knowledge, most fakes are easy to spot, and you can ensure your prized Charizard is the real deal. This was just a quick checklist on how to spot fake cards. Let me know in the comments if a more in-depth video about spotting fake Pokemon cards sounds interesting to you. Charizard has repeatedly grabbed headlines, especially during the recent boom. When high-profile figures get involved, it amplifies the card's cultural aura. We saw rapper Logic making national news for spending over $220,000 on a Charizard. YouTuber Logan Paul not only opened Charizards on camera, he famously wore a PSA 10 Charizard as a necklace to his boxing match with Floyd Mayweather. Images of that went viral, effectively turning Charizard into a pop culture fashion statement for a moment. Pop stars like Justin Bieber have flaunted their Pokemon card collections on social media, often with Charizard at the center. And let's not forget the segment on Pawn Stars. A collector, Gary King Pokemon, showcased a binder full of Charizards, dozens of them, many in gem mint condition, leaving the pawn shop staff stunned and valuing the hoard at $500,000. That TV moment introduced millions to the idea that Pokemon cards, Charizard in particular, can be serious collectibles. Charizard has essentially become synonymous with Pokemon card collecting in the public eye. Even people who know nothing about Pokemon will say, "I heard a Charizard sold for a crazy amount." It's the hobby's mascot for rarity and value. From its humble beginnings in booster packs to its current status as a collectible titan, the base set Charizard has had an incredible journey. We've seen how it made history in 1999, the different versions and reprints that followed, the wild price rides in the market, and the way it captured imaginations across generations. Whether you're a casual fan who just loves Charizard or a serious collector hunting that gem mint trophy, there's no denying the magic this card holds. Base Set Charizard is truly a cardboard legend, one that will continue to burn brightly in the hobby for years to come. Thank you for joining us in exploring the story behind the world's most famous Pokemon card.